creative friends, it's Gwen. Today we are chatting vertical scrapbook layout design. I've got a tutorial for you. I'm also going to be featuring this stunning new cut file and you can grab it for free. I will get to that in a moment. First up though, we need some pretty scrapbook supplies. These are from Crepe Paper. The collection is called Gingham Garden and there are links in the description box below. So today's layout is going to be a very simple vertical design and I am actually going to have the cut file do a lot of that work for me. For a vertical design, you want the elements on the layout to flow top to bottom or bottom to top, and very often that is achieved with a strip of pattern paper. However, if you want your layout to look more complicated than it actually is, you can change up that piece of pattern paper with a vertical designed cut file. I have gone ahead off camera and backed the design in lots of prints from the pattern papers. I have gone with the deep green and you'll see here too that I've used that in 3 places to give the layout a really put together feel without even trying. So I've used the green as a frame for the layout. I've also used it to back the centered banner piece of the cut file design and then in a couple of leaves from the flowers there. I have specifically designed this file with that banner piece in the center and that's where your title is meant to go. As you can see there, I've cut the cut file design in the perfect size so that the thicker letters would fit inside that little banner piece. I'm also going to make sure that my title runs vertically. We're really going to keep an eye on that vertical line for this page. So a stacked title is actually perfect for this. I also wanted to show you that you can mix and match your fonts, and in fact the title doesn't need to sit perfectly within the banner piece. See the hello there that forms part of my title? That is one big sticker. That's all connected and I didn't want to have it positioned where the banner piece was because then I would have a gap between the 2 words. I wanted them to nestle in close to each other. Of course, you'll want to use the cut file to help guide the design for the layout, but there is flexibility within it. We also have to talk a little bit about balance because when you're creating a vertical design, you've got a couple of options. You can run your vertical area down the very center of the layout and have a very centered design for your page. Or you can position this vertical strip on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the layout. So obviously for this page, I am going down that right-hand side. If you are doing that though, you do need to balance out the page a little bit. I've gone ahead and done that for this layout with my photo. I very purposefully placed it far further left than right. I'm then going to use my embellishment clusters to help guide the eye down and across the page. Positioning the photo on the left there also means that I'm not covering up all that beautiful detail in the cut file. So at this point, I have started to audition some elements in this collection. I believe this might be my first or second layout with this line. So I do like to pull out all of the elements and try things here and there. What I do though is initially I try to exclude elements. So you'll see me flicking through the ephemera pieces and initially I'm actually looking for things that I know definitely will not work for the layout and I get them away and out of my mind so that when I am left with the pieces that I have on my desk, they're all pieces that could work. Decision fatigue is a real thing for me, so the fewer choices I have to make, the better. Are you like that? Do you find choosing things hard? I know I would much rather choose one cardstock from 10 than have to choose one from 100 different pieces. I would really struggle with that, but I want to know, is it just me? Let me know in the comments below. So I actually did have a little bit of trouble with my embellishments for this page, and in hindsight, looking back, I think it's because my photo is landscape. I feel like I should have chosen a photo that was more portrait because then the photo would be in the same line as the cut file. So see how the cut file is running vertical? We're talking about vertical scrapbooking. I should have chosen a photo that ran vertical as well. If I was going to recreate this layout, I am sure I would try it with a portrait photo. And I think that I would have had a little bit more success with the embellishment clusters. I am going to create 3 embellishment clusters that will sort of sit on top of the cut file. I want the cut file to act as a base layer for them. So they're going to just layer on top. And I do want to make 3. I like 3 as a number for embellishment clusters. They won't really form a visual triangle because the photo won't fit within the triangle, but you know what? The title will. Look at me go, I'm such a rule breaker. No, who am I kidding? I always say there are no rules in scrapbooking and there is no scrapbook police. While you watch me audition all the embellishments in all of the places, I'll let you know about the cut file. This one was actually designed exclusively for the Scrapbooker's Journal. It is a digital scrapbooking magazine that features Aussie creatives and it supports Aussie business mums like me who work from home, who have little Aussie businesses. So it was a real honour to be part of the magazine and to feature this cut file in it. As I mentioned earlier, you can get it for free. I will leave a link in the description box below. This moment right here was a game changer for me. Up until this point, I was really struggling with using that pink bird and the butterflies. Even though there's pink in my background, it just wasn't coming together for me. But the moment that I saw that blue bird there that I'm using on the left, everything fell into place. Things are getting serious because I am gluing stuff down. If you're ever wondering about my favorite glue, scissors, tape, all of the things, I have linked to all of those products down in the description. I have all of my main elements locked in place now, and I want to add sort of the finishing touches, the little sprinkle of details. I'm going to use the wooden button elements from the collection to do that. I prefer these without the foam pad on them, so I do take that off and then apply them to my page with a liquid adhesive. While I'm adding them, I am thinking about the flow of the page, so top to bottom, and I'm making sure that all of those pieces fit within that strip, that vertical strip that we've been talking about. Of course, I have lots of close-up images here for you. You can see all the layers and texture that I created on the page. Thanks so much for being here, my creative friends. If you're looking for scrapbooking tools and you want to know the 5 tools I can't live without, you need to check out this video right here. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!